Yeah, it's always fun going into the Big Ten meet. The Big Ten is probably one of the top 2 distance conferences in the country, so 6 ranked teams speak for themselves, obviously, and we know it's going to be a dogfight like it always is, and we were second here last year when we probably were projected 4th or 5th, and so we're looking forward to kind of coming in and hopefully surprising some people and beating some teams that are ranked ahead of us, and we just know it's going to be a battle all the way through, but the women that we have in our group, I think that's what they thrive on, is just battling for 6K, and so it should be fun.
What is success at this meet? You just said it. It's such a great result last year. That sets a bar pretty high.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess my position has always been, let's go into the meet with a team that has a shot. And I do think, honestly, on any given day, there are 6 teams that all have a shot. If we run our race, it's going to be what it is. I think I've told the team all year we could be a really, really, really good 6th place team, which doesn't sound very good to most people, and be a top 15 team in the country, or we could win the thing, which, again, is fun and exciting, but it does create a lot of parity, and it does create a lot of kind of ambiguity of, how you feel about the result sometimes. But we've put ourselves in a position to be in the conversation, and for the women, that's all I can ask of them, is to be in a position to see what we can do on that day and know that we're in the mix. And if we do that and we execute, there's nothing to really be disappointed about, even if we are 6th. But obviously, as competitive people, you never want to go into a race and not at least give it a shot and throw your hat in the ring to try to win it. But again, I don't think 6th place would be a disappointment. It would just be kind of that's par at this point for what the rankings are, and then we're trying to outshoot par here.
How different is the mood? The competition is the same wherever you run, but how different is the mood when it has that conference championship banner hanging on it?
Yeah. Big Tens just brings a lot of excitement to the table. It's one of our favorite weeks of the season, just going into a Big Ten week, just because it's very team-focused, and you go out there to run with your team and for your team, and you just really want to do your best, not just for yourself individually, but together as a group. And it's really fun to see what can happen. Like last year when we came in and took 2nd place, it was incredible, and we were all excited and super pumped for each other, and we knew that just working together as a team, we got there together.
Patty, what's it like being the most experienced one on the team, having run at this meet 3 other times already, and just also as a captain and a leader on this team, what's this group like going into Big Ten?
I think we have a really experienced group this year. A lot of girls are coming back who have run already. We have a couple of girls who this will be their first time racing at the Big Ten meet, but I think they're going to handle it perfectly fine. And just going in with experience and knowing what a Big Ten meet is like really helps you just go out into the field with the right mindset, knowing it's going to be competitive and there's a lot of good girls. It's a really deep field, but it doesn't mean that you can't go up and be right up in the top pack and fight for what you want.
Is that easier said than done, treating it like any other race when it's on this kind of a stage? You've done it before, so you know it, but for somebody that hasn't done it, can you push yourself back when you did it the first time? Is it tough to not get too keyed up when you do a conference meet?
It's challenging not to just make it like a huge meet and put it above everything else just because it is Big Tens week. But I think just with the experience and just going in with our teammates, we really talk to each other and we know, hey, we have to focus and we have to go in ready and prepared. But it's just a fun meet, and it's at the end of the day who gets to the line first. So
I think our motto all year has kind of been take things 24 hours at a time. Mm-hmm. And if we do things right 24 hours at a time, it's going to build all the way through October and November. And they've done a really great job of kind of taking that motto and running with it, so to speak. That really, today is Tuesday of Big Ten's week. It's not the day before Big Ten's. It's not the Big Ten race day. It's Tuesday. You just have to treat it like a Tuesday. And I think if you do that one day at a time, yeah, there might be some nerves on Sunday morning, but if you don't let those nerves accumulate all week and get super jacked up all week, you can go in and be pretty relaxed and calm. But with cross country, it's so fun compared to track, I think, is that they all are on the line together. And there is that calming presence that all 9 women are lining up together. They're right next to each other. They can play off each other. They can work together. And so those youngins, when I give them a race plan, a lot of it is just like, follow Patty because she's been there before. She knows how this meet works, and you can turn off your brain a little bit as a youngster and follow your upperclassmen. And then when it gets to the throwing punches time, you just do what you do, which is be a racer, and whatever happens at that point. So the nerves, I think, for them get a little bit pulled back because they know they don't have to necessarily be the ones that are that are leading the way or setting themselves up or putting themselves in position. We can rely on people that do have experience and savvy to be able to do that. So it's great as a coach to have the Patties of the world on the team right now that are back for a 5th year, that have that experience and that have grown a ton over the last 5 years, and that I trust wholeheartedly to be able to say, hey, your job is to get these guys into the top 25, and then whatever happens from there happens, and we'll be in a great place. So
You like that role?
I do like that role. It's the only reason I came back for this 5th year. No, I'm excited to be back, and just knowing as you get older, you definitely get more experience, and it just gets easier as you keep going up. And I'm excited to help the girls and bring them up to where we need to be.
How is it different this year knowing that this will be your last kind of race at the Big Ten?
I think more so I'm just excited for it to be my last Big Ten's race. I just want to go out there, have fun, and just see what I can do, lay it all on the line, and just know that it's not something that should add pressure just because, like, it's the last one. I know a lot of people go into last ones thinking it's my last chance, but I think it's one more chance to go out there and have some fun.
last one, best one.
Yes.
And for Coach, Bethany and Megan have kind of been inching closer to winning it all out. Would you like them to kind of leave it all out at the Big Ten, or do you want more of an emphasis on that in like the regional meets and the nationals?
You know, I think they both have a very realistic shot of coming away with a title. That's what they and I have talked about majority of the year is, again, just like the team, they've done their job of putting themselves in a position that when the gun goes off, they've got just as good a shot as probably 5 or 6 other women in the field to win. And are they going to win? I have no idea. But they definitely have a shot. And I think they need to race that way and see what happens. If they're 5th and 6th or 7th and 9th or 3rd and 5th, they're in a great place. That's exactly where we need them to be for the team. But individually, they're going to give it a run. With the regional is obviously more of a qualification system. And so that's hopefully a meet for those two where they don't necessarily need to or want to win the whole thing. The Big Ten meet, obviously, to be a Big Ten champion is a pretty darn big deal. I think we've had one women's Big Ten cross-country champion in the history of the program. So if you have a shot to do that, you give it a run. And then obviously the national meet for them and for hopefully the whole group is another opportunity to really lay it all out there. But yeah, no, my full expectation for both of those guys is that they both walk in with the swagger and the confidence that they are contenders to win the title individually. And again, when the gun goes off, the cards will fall where they fall. But they both definitely have a very realistic shot on any given day.
Anything else? Thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.